You are gone. Yeah, man. Whenever we're ready, gentlemen, let's go. Let's get it.
Don't trip.
Don't trip. Let's go. Ready to roll. That needs to go. Are you ready? We're live. We live.
Are we not doing the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right like that.
Where's it gone? Oh, it's changed. They've changed it.
Amen. You fought a stupid for a wise man. For know it all like yourself. You should have known that I should have covered our tracks. Amen. You fought a stupid for a wise man. Go ahead and try me. Go ahead and try me. Go ahead and try me. Go ahead and try me.
Double bass guitar.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, bro.
What's going on? What is cracking? Don't know. Everybody out here on the mic, ones and twos, man like JR on the mic. Big up, don't trip. We back, baby. It's been like forever, but we here. Now, 2025. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody that's been watching us since last year, and Happy New Year to the new
year. Happy New Year.
Now, we Don't Trip. We are the podcast by grown people. We've grown. Well, actually, Cairo. Yeah, he's grown now. He's grown. He's a big man. Yeah. We got grown people, grown opinions. Sometimes we sound like we're arguing, but we're just passionate with our opinion. And I'm JR. I want to pass over to a man like Cairo. Go big up yourself.
Yes. Big up everyone. Happy New Year. We're ready.
Blessings. Man like Tiny the G.
Yes, people. Don't trip. Happy New Year. Man, let's get it. Jeez.
Blessings. And then we've got like Liverpool, You'll Never Walk Alone.
Blessings, blessings. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for joining us. I hope everyone had a good holidays. Trim is here, ready for the second half of the season.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's Trimmer, aka Trimzini. He's
not today. Like, he might. Sorry to cut you, JR, but today he might have to be Zordon, blood.
I was just about to say that. I say that he's not Zordon, right? Because he's not the ruler of the. I'm not a Power Ranger, so like he's not Zordon. like I was like, boy, like he's Zordon. You know what I mean? Just bad thing, you know what I mean? But anyway, like blessings, everybody. Like due to some technical issues, he won't be able to show himself, but it's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. Pause, stop. You know, whatever you want with that. And then, but anyway, let's get things cracking. All right. So we'll start off the show with the first topic of the day, which will be a roundup.
Now, 1 second. We got the screen lost. I'm lost. Technicals, people. Please forgive me.
There we go. All right, so we're just going to do a roundup of some of the most recent results, and typically it will be the Prem, But most recently we had FA Cup break, so we're just going to go through some of the results from the FA Cup. So we're not going to go through all of them because there was a lot of games played, but we're just really just going to focus on the teams that played in the Prem, playing the Prem. So to start off with, let's talk about Fulham. So Fulham had a relatively comfortable win against Watford. It looked like it could be interesting. Watford actually scored a banger of a goal in that game, if I remember. But they went on to win that 4-1. Everton, as we know that Everton have just got a new manager. One of the positives to come out of that is that they won 2-0. I kind of think that scenario was a bit deep because he got sacked on the same day they had the match. So that's mad. Like, that
Yeah.
I don't
Couple
know.
hours before the game or so.
Yeah, like imagine getting fired on your way to work. That's mad, bro. That's deep. Like, But anyway, they won 2-0. Aston Villa played West Ham. And that was, I believe, Graham Potter, not Graham Potter. Is Graham Potter? Who's their manager? New manager, Graham Potter. Yeah. That was his first game. That he was there for. They lost 2-0 to West Ham, 2-1 to West Ham.
2-1.
Wolverhampton Wanderers played against Bristol City and won 2-1. Liverpool played against Accrington Stanley. 4-0 comfortably. A bit of history was made. One of your youngest players played, right? Do you want to speak to that? A man like Tremzini?
Yeah, Rio, he had a really good game. He played on the left wing, electric. I think he done really, really well. But I think that what happened was towards the end, he got a little bit tired and he got taken off. But overall, I think he showed that even at his age of 16, at 16, you know what I mean? I can imagine exactly what's to come. His feet are so quick. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more, and hopefully, he gets more games and that. So, but hopefully they look after him because I don't want him to be getting injured and stuff like that. But yeah, good performance against Accrington, and obviously the 4-0 win as well.
Nice. And then Leicester City, they won 6-2. Very comfortable win for Rude's Mandem. Rude boy. And then Brighton beat Norwich 4-0. And then we had Bournemouth play against West Brom. They beat them 5-1. Chelsea played against Morecambe. Really tight game, 5-0. Now, was this the only upset for Premier League opposition where Plymouth beat Brentford 1-0? I was a bit shocked, because they lost at the GTEC Stadium at their own home ground.
Yeah.
Wild. Nottingham Forest won 2-0 against Luton. Man City beat Salford. I think it might be one of their records for 8-0. And the only other games that were there were the next day. So Newcastle, they beat Bromley 3-1, much as expected. Massive gap between where they play and where Newcastle play. Tottenham beat Tamworth 3-0, which was a bit of a dodgy game because they didn't score until extra time. And then they kind of carried away with it. Ipswich 3-0. Crystal Palace 1-0. And the real kind of blockbuster game was Arsenal versus Man U. A lot happened where Man U came out triumphant on penalties. So, and then there was a few other games that happened during midweek and yesterday, should I say, regarding FA Cup, but there were no other Premier League teams. Well, actually, Southampton, they beat Swansea 3-0. So every single Premier League team progressed. Other than Brentford,
lost against Plymouth,
yeah. Other than that, they all progress. Now, as we was doing a roundup of that before we kind of move on to the Carabao Cup, which is the other cup that was played just before, the FA Cup. Does anyone want to speak to any of the games or anything about the FA Cup so far?
The
Um,
VAR is mad. That's
Why
me.
is VAR angry?
yeah.
Why is it
Oh no,
angry?
he's saying the lack of VAR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no VAR, so referees actually gotta make decisions, which is it's just different to what we're used to. So one where to
Well,
be fair, I'm yet to see something too controversial, but I don't know.
yeah, I think when it comes to VAR, I think the other thing, the irony is that we're saying no VAR, but like many episodes before, we complained about the the quality of VAR
VAR.
decisions. So,
Yeah.
like to some extent, it is. I find it kind of refreshing that people just have to go back to kind of like the old school and kind of just be good,
Yeah,
be a good ref.
decisions are.
Because
Mm-hmm.
surely, if you're making decent decisions on the pitch, VAR is only meant to support you. You still have the fourth officials and all that kind of stuff, but you know, yeah, and we also have to remember VAR has only been around for a few years for us. Like most of
Yeah.
our knowledge of football has just been around refs, and that's it.
Big time.
We didn't always have a fourth official.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, but VAR. And do you think that VAR should be brought in early, or is it just like at the later stages? Do you think there's more on the line? Do you think it should be brought in, or do you just wait until the semis?
I think they should just be consistent. If they don't want VAR, just don't have it. If
For this
obviously
particular,
FA Cup, anyone can win. Anyone can win FA Cup. So if it happens to be a National League team or Championship or League One and they don't have VAR, just keep it consistent throughout the whole thing. Even if it's final and there's no Prem teams in it, just keep it consistent.
I
No
think it's a good
VAR.
thing.
I don't.
I think it's a good thing as well because at least we can look at the contrast of obviously having VAR in the Prem and seeing what the actual impact is on that particular league by seeing what it's like throughout the whole cup and seeing if it's more enjoyable. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to be able to look at and compare.
Okay, cool. Right. So we actually have a topic that's going to focus on referees coming up. So maybe we can speak to more of it. That just before that, we had two Carabao Cup fixtures because we're at a stage where we're at the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, which is two legs. So they had VAR. I think the Carabao Cup had VAR at semi-finals. And there were two fixtures with two results. So Arsenal played Newcastle at home and they lost 2-0. Nothing controversial about that game apart from how rubbish Arsenal were in front of goal.
I appreciate the
and
honesty.
then Liverpool played against Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah.
And there was a slight controversy in that game, especially the goal. But other than that, I don't know.
Oh
What
yeah.
do you think, Mr. Trim?
Yeah, well, I think Bergvall should have definitely been got the second yellow, even though the first one wasn't really the first yellow wasn't warranted, but it was issued. So if that's the case, and then he commits another foul, then I don't understand why. It was clear to see that that it was a yellow card offence, and then they take off Simicast, and then he goes on to score. The Bergvall goes on to score whilst he's off. So it's what I mean. It's like, what do you do in those situations? You get me? I do think it was controversial. I do think, and him being the actual person that committed the foul and should have got the yellow. He shouldn't have been on the pitch. Shouldn't have been on the pitch. So yeah. it's it's a bit of a bump, but that's what happens, I guess. They should have, yeah.
What was you going to say, Kyra?
No, I was gonna say, for that after that challenge, there was an advantage, wasn't there? So I think that kind of clouded because Liverpool went on the attack and nearly scored or whatever. So it was almost as if the foul didn't matter anymore, and that he
Yeah.
should have got a yellow because it was very clear, very, very clear. But it was almost as if we went and attacked the goal. So it's like, all right, yeah, cool. I don't have to come back to it. I don't have to revisit it.
So
Luckily,
what?
it's only the one goal, so is what it is.
So Trim, in
Yes,
that instance, right? You don't know the outcome. Like he's fouled your player. You don't know the outcome, right? You see that you've just got an advantage, but you don't know the outcome. Would you prefer that everyone stops and tries to get him to get a yellow, or would you prefer carry on and try and take the advantage?
I prefer that he gets sent off.
Why is that?
Well, why? Well,
Yeah.
I think the reason why I think about it is because would he get to play in the next game?
Okay.
I think that I think as well we're the type of team that with our transition we can score a goal very, very quickly. So there was hardly any time left. But yeah, I think yeah, it's difficult. It is a difficult one, but at the same time, yeah, I would prefer that he got the red card personally.
Fair
So
enough.
that they would have to possibly field
Oh, you
someone.
can get the advantage and still get a yellow card, innit?
Yeah, that's what
That's what
should
should have. That's what.
It's
we
just,
actually thought that was what was going to happen.
but
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a double jeopardy thing, innit?
Big time.
And
I think sometimes what happens is like it could be a yellow card, but because I've let it play on, that was your advantage rather than the second yellow card. There's
The
sometimes when someone
decision's gone out the window.
clears someone. What's that?
The emotional decision's gone out the window. You know when you see something really rash, and then you and you know like when the referee sees something really rash or whatever, and then I was gonna book the person, but let it go. He's had time to think. He's had the time to look at other things and been distracted. So now he's like, you know what I mean? Had time to think about it. Is he gonna make the same decision?
not so much in the heat of the moment.
No.
Cool. Well, let's move on to the next topic then, because we just discussed the Carabao Cup briefly, but I think it really ties back into the next topic of referees. Now, I think the question is like there's three parts to a referees or like how you manage a game. So first you got the referee themselves, who they are as individuals. They might be fans of a certain place. They might be a card happy ref. They might not they might just let everything play. So that's their individual characteristic. You have VAR, which is meant to be there to support it, which is also managed by referees, but that's meant to be the video assistant referee, and then you have the rules. Now, we can complain, but what is the worst? Like, where do we start? Like, how do we improve refereeing, or what does really need to improve? Is it the application? Is it the rules? And what rules would you want to be changed?
One word that I think that really rings true, and Kyra mentioned it earlier, and it was consistency. But how can you have consistency across the board with so many different people, so many different characteristics, thoughts, emotions, stuff like that? So it's very hard to manage. Then they've tried to bring in something virtual to be able to make that stable, but that doesn't seem to be working either. Why? And the reason why I think it's flawed is because a person with the same or similar emotions, different characteristics and whatnot, makes those decisions behind it. It's always going to have the the situation's always going to be the same. I think. I don't think it changes whether it's with VAR or not, apart from the green lines.
Okay. Does anyone else want to say something? Because I was going to ask you a question.
I think the rules
No, I think, yeah.
kind of the way they're
Yeah.
structured are mad, because certain things have so many different kind of things where they're trying to get everything so spot on, and obviously some things in football just happen in it, and for them to kind of, for example, the offside rule with, like, if it bounces off someone, or how they
The
have
part of the
control of the
body.
deflection, and you get me. There's so many different little things that they have to do. It just makes it technical, bro. So anyone could see what's written in the rules as a different way, if you get what I mean.
Well, if you look at it, what happens as well is like what Tony just mentioned. Sometimes when they ask, like someone like Alan Shearer might be asked a question on Match of the Day or whatever, and he'll have a perception of something, and it'll be completely different to in on Sky Sports when they have, when they have the like head referees giving their opinions on stuff. So it's just like we don't even know if there is a right or a wrong. We don't even know.
Yeah,
It's up in the air. So I don't know. If I don't know, then how the hell they? Well, sorry. If they don't know, how the hell am I meant to know?
yeah.
So in saying that, the two questions I have is one, if we here calm, not applying it to our own team, but just being very logical, recognize that actually the job is very hard because of what Tiny kind of mentioned, is that there are so many different possibilities of what might happen.
Yeah,
Like so many possibilities. Like I give an example in the Carabao Cup game. Carabao Cup or the FA Cup, one of those two games anyway. I can't remember off the top of my head. There was Martinelli was set through, right, and he scored an offside goal. It came off a player. Now the nuance to that was, it was the FA Cup game, right? The nuance to that is
Yeah,
that
Maguire.
Harry Maguire close enough to adjust his body,
Yeah,
right? And the thing is, if he was close enough, it was an onside, and if he wasn't, but how do you? There's not like if it's within 5 meters, it's close enough. If it's 5.5,
what
it's
is
not.
close enough? Oh my god!
Exactly, what is close enough, right? So,
yeah.
so do we want to be more specific, and we want to be more like rule every single specific happening potential occasion, or do we want to have some freedom for actually using your like your reasoning?
Judgment, innit?
Like, does it make sense? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, if someone's falling over on the floor and the ball touches their hand, like realistically, if you've played football and you understand football well enough, you know when someone moves their hand towards the ball,
Suitable.
and you know when someone is just falling over. Like, I can't fall over with my arm right by here. I fall it with the side. So, do you want that freedom? To be
Yeah.
able to interpret it, or do you want to be very specific? And then the other thing is how is it possible that with more analysis, with more technology, that the decision seems to be getting kind of worse or not improving at least?
I think it's the same thing. It's a difficult question. Um,
The thing is, I think we'd love to have it specific if we could, in it, but football's not a thing that's specific, if you get what I mean. We could
no.
see something in a football match next week that we've never seen before. Do you know them one? And because it's so random and anything can kind of happen on the pitch, I don't think it's as simple as having specific rules to specific situations, in it. But there has to be that space of the referee's logic or reasoning in the situation. Do you get me? Like, I don't know if it's the training, or if the refs have been involved in football, like you were saying before, JR. You kind of know certain things in it that, my arm's not gonna be able to. You get me? certain
Mm,
things you can know of general judgment.
mm,
Maybe they need to teach some of these things a bit more in it. But
mm.
it's a difficult one, man. It's a difficult job because, refs are hated.
Did it
Mm.
seem that
By
difficult? Did it seem
everyone.
that difficult before when before all of these technical, or before it got super technical?
Yeah.
It
It
was kind of,
was.
safe.
The the
I just got
problem
on
for
with
me
it.
is
I just thought to myself, all right, he's made a shit decision. That's cool. But
Mm.
then
the
you
the
tried to.
problem for
They basically
sorry.
tried to paint over. They tried to paint over shit decisions with shit. That's more shit.
Yeah. The problem for me is if you can watch like we all watch football, bro.
Yeah.
I can accept a man saying I didn't see that or I didn't see from the angle. Like we see loads of times where they see that the another player is blocking the angle of the challenge, so the ref didn't see the proper challenge or things like that. Do you get me? I can accept that, but I can't accept that a man's replayed, spun that round, looked at the whole details of everything, slow motion, speed it up, and then you still made a mistake. That is mad to me. And then there's
Mm.
like 10 men in the room looking at it. Bro, between 10
Yeah,
of you, you couldn't make the right decision.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I think,
that's why, because the what's it, the VAR is like, it's taken away accountability. So now it's come to a point where they don't care that they might have missed it. They might think, yeah, when there's a penalty, I reckon half of these referees think, I think that was a penalty, but I'm not gonna say nothing. So
yeah, there's
because
definitely a fear of
VAR gonna they're gonna change it. They're gonna change it if it's that bad. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Yeah.
now the referees are scared to make a decision or to look wrong, and they're, oh yeah, I'll let that go because in 2 minutes I'm gonna get a little buzz in my ear to tell us stop the game and or when the ball goes out of play. No, just give
Yeah.
what you think it was.
And
But you
stick
can
with
see,
it.
because you can see when they're about to blow the whistle and they think, actually, nah,
Mm,
no thanks. Do you get what I'm saying? You can see that in real time. So you can
yeah.
see them hesitate and go, oh, I'm not sure. Or when they stand there for ages and then, oh, but you know that they were thinking about it, but you shouldn't be thinking about it. It should be your decision.
Yeah.
But you're thinking about it because you're like, oh, can VAR bail me out if I'm wrong? Because the thing that I hate about it, because then the accountability switches over, because then VAR comes back and they go, we're sticking with the on-field decision. But the
Mm.
on-field decision was clouded because they were shook to give it in the first place. So now no one don't bail no one out.
so what would everyone change? Like if you could change one thing, whether it's simple or it's a crazy technological thing or just a crazy idea, what would you change? What would you implement that would make it better?
For me,
First goal
they
wins.
got a time limit. They got a time limit.
First
No
goal wins.
If it
VAR,
ain't clear,
no
man,
VAR, and accept the mistakes. Because, bro,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
men are
yeah,
going to
yeah.
just
I
keep
like that.
making errors.
Simple.
I don't like, we're human in it. I can
Yeah.
understand that we make mistakes. What I can't understand is the other bits from
That
VAR.
you made technicals and it's still not as good. Nah.
Yeah.
Think
If
about
because
it.
the thing
but
is,
it's
How many
the
the thing is,
times?
Prem though.
How many
But it's
times?
the Premier League.
Yeah, yeah, it's
yeah,
money.
This
but
don't happen at the
unless you
World
can
Cup.
pattern it
This don't
properly, it don't
happen.
make sense to me. But for them to pattern it properly, it's gonna take time, innit? So let's hope
Do
that they
you know how much
a bit
money?
more precise in the future.
Do you
But
know how
for
much
me,
money
They
they
just
make
they
from having VAR? Like it's big money from having
these
VAR.
man
So,
these
so what?
man
So
got
what's
60
that's
seconds.
what I'm asking. I'm asking. So what are we changing? Like Cairo, what are you
Get
changing?
rid.
They got they got a time limit, yeah. If they can't
Time.
come to a decision in 1 minute, you carry on with the game. Forget can't be waiting 3 4 minutes for them to
Oh,
figure out whether it's a goal or not a goal, or
Mm.
whether it's offside or not offside, or whether it's a red card or not a red card. It's either it's so
it's got
clear. They say
gotta
clear,
be
clear. How
I'm,
can it
I'm
be clear and obvious if you can't overturn it like that. It should be quick. It should be fast.
Yeah,
I
clear
don't
and obvious
understand.
is clear and obvious.
All right, we'll come back.
Exactly.
We'll
It's
come
gotta
back
be
to that.
like goal line
Hey,
technology. It's gotta be that
Tiny.
kind of
Yeah, yeah,
instant.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So what would
Spontaneous.
you change? What would you change, Tiny? Or what would you implement?
Me, no VAR. Take it
No
all
VAR.
out, and I just ride with the human error, man.
Okay, cool. Trimzini?
I'd say no VAR. Done with it. You get what I'm saying? If the ref's wrong, he's wrong. But
Yeah,
if the ref's wrong and the off and in the office they're wrong as well, that's frustrating. And it takes too long. And we've added 10 minutes onto the something when man
bro.
could be making a bagel.
I seen games. Yeah, we wait 6 minutes to make the decision to that, and they make the wrong decision in the end, and then they get
Anyway, after
crucified.
all of that, worse than what the ref. Oh, allow it, bro. Yeah, they even got offsides wrong. How'd you get an offside wrong? How?
Yeah, they
VAR.
put the lines
The
in the
lines,
wrong
they got
place
the
and all
lines
them.
and the trigonometry. How did they get it wrong? Ah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't mind VAR in it. I think it's a good thing, but you just got a bunch of idiots running the thing in it. So if that's gonna happen, then always
And it's
gonna be
easy for
wrong.
them. And
Oh,
it's easy for them to what's it called to manipulate decisions because of it. You know what I mean?
you
Look,
know what
you
I
know.
hate? You know what I hate the most? I hate the most when they come out the next
They say
PGMOL
we were
said
wrong.
sorry, Bakar. What do you mean you're wrong? The whole point of it was to be right.
Yeah, the whole point of it was so that so that it was covered. Nah, you're not covered.
Bro,
Cool.
when Havertz dived for that penalty the other day, yeah, I said, bad man. I can accept it, bro. No VAR.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
get me?
The ref. That's the ref's job to get it
I
right.
get it, bro. I looked at it myself. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I could see why the ref said that. Did you get me? But
But
I
the
Yeah,
thing
can't
yeah, it
is,
was a
see.
good time.
but the problem with that, right? The problem with that again is interpretation, because it's like if you connect in the box, then it's not automatically a foul, right? But someone might look at that and say, do you know what he did? And someone might say, nah, that's not a foul. It's like if Roy Keane was a ref, nothing would be a foul, right? Whereas if Neymar was a ref, everything's a foul. So this is how you have to understand that
There's a
it would
balance in
be
it.
personally, personally, I think that like I think that there's two things I think we need to implement, and one of them we should be so semi-automated offsides. I think that will kind of speed up that
What's it? Is
process
that the one they use in the World Cup
in
with the one
like
line?
Champions League and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, why? I don't understand why that's not here.
yeah.
I don't get it.
Well,
What they done wrong?
it's been delayed, but
Nah,
it's
but
meant to be
bro,
introduced next season.
They're not in the ref. They're not in the referee's
when they
NATO.
did this line thing, yeah, it should have
Mm.
just been a standard, like it's a straight line, bro. How you
Mm.
how you gotta
So I think
find the angle and all of them
the
things?
other thing that I think would be, which might tie into what Cairo is saying, but it would be controversial, is to introduce what they do in tennis and have like an on-field challenge, and you're allowed one
A
each half.
certain amount of chance. Yeah.
Yeah, like one each half,
Yeah, yeah.
and you have 1 minute to like review it and say when they go to the box, because everyone has their own monitor and they can say boom 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 boom, and they can say, look, this happened, like even like, and then if you want, you could refer to the law, the referee law, and say, look, this is what you've got in your law. This is how you're meant to send someone off, or this is meant to be a pen, or that's not a pen. Da 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 da. And you can challenge, right? And what that means is it puts some kind of power back into the managers. They're less frustrated, and they'll pick their moments to fight their battles, right? The other thing as well is I agree with Cairo that they need to do it quicker. Like if you can't make those decisions, because if you were a ref on the pitch, you'd have to make without VA, you'd have to make the decision within a minute. You'd have to look at it, and you'd have to do that in 10 seconds, if that. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to. So with
Quicker,
all
quicker.
these
Like
monitors.
1 second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 1 second, like 2 seconds, whatever it is, but you're doing it really quickly. You have without, because the thing that takes the longest is things like um offsides, when they're like off the angle, let me do the line. Oh wait, I'm
Yeah.
using a HB pencil, let me use a 2B pencil. Like, what's this about? Like, why is it the line
What?
thicker and now it's not as thick?
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to work out, is that a toenail or is that just his boot? I don't know. But you know, like those things, they'll be sorted and they'll be quicker. But when it comes to like, was it over the ball? You know, is it below the ball? Is it stud showing? Is these things? You can do those replays really quickly. And I think what makes it really frustrating for fans is we can work that out quickly. Like, we can work it
Yeah.
out quickly. And
Yeah.
if you've got more angles than us, why can't you work that out quickly? But back to Kyra's point, I think it's fear. Like, the fear of making it wrong is making it long. Pause, right? But the point is that they are taking so much longer with that decision because they're scared of getting it wrong.
Yeah.
But we have to I think as close as we can define what is right and what is wrong. And if you get it wrong, you get it wrong. But the thing is if you're going with the letter of the law, then get the letter of the law. Because like man said, you shouldn't be coming after and saying, sorry, we got it wrong. What? Come on, man.
Sorry.
You did
Yeah.
5 minutes on
Nah.
the pitch. You did all these other things. And the final thing, is that I think VAR should be involved in all decisions. And what I mean by that is if someone's done something off the ball, you should be involved. Like, why are you saying, nah, VAR is not allowed to get involved? You've seen something wrong on the pitch, but not allowed to get involved. Like, if a Fed saw you doing something wrong, they wouldn't say, right, you know what, like, I'm a British Transport Police and that person is for firearms, so I'm not going to say nothing.
Or not report it.
Yeah, they're not going to not report it. They're going to say, yo, there's a man with a strap. Go get him. You know, they're going to
Go get him.
And his voice is going to go high pitch as well.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do, fam.
Yeah,
that's it. That's
I don't, like I said before, I don't understand the whole point of, having VAR and trying to patch over shit decisions with shit. I'm not with it. Seriously, it's very, very frustrating. But
man, like Rams, respect King.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Sorry for the late entry.
No problem.
That's all right. You got in just before we close the doors. Just before we close the doors, man. Like, yes,
I'm not even gonna say that one.
Hey.
But yeah, so we're just about to finish on the topic of referees. I know you came in while we were kind of talking about these things, but the last question was like, if you could change anything about like referees, about the rules, about VAR, or implement something, like what would you change or implement?
Well, I definitely agree with the point you was making about VAR counting for everything. Yeah, it might make it a bit longer, but it could make some serious decisions correct, innit? Like, it can correct a lot of decisions that have been made. So yeah, on that note there. But for the time being, considering I did see the Arsenal goal, it's been all right. It's been all right. In this game
today. It's been all right today.
It's been all right today.
Come on.
Yeah. Nah, serious thing.
Winning,
like I'm always going on against referees and bad decisions, but Arsenal got one today. And I'm telling you, and that same rule that I was just saying I agree to, that would have messed that up. So after this game, then I go with that.
But the thing is it's going to swing in roundabouts, though.
But then that's not consistent, isn't it? We was talking about consistency, so it kills it.
Because if it's consistent, it means that there's times that we wanted VAR to say, "Are you mad? Like, what's going on?" And it didn't do it, and now you're just like, actually, do you know what? You know what I mean?
Now VAR is terrible.
You have no choice.
Do you know what I find? Do you know what I find annoying? Yeah, I think just have a total AI system then. Since we've gone down this route, why don't you have a total AI system? Because you're getting these jokers in the box you know when they say too many chefs spoil the broth. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Why do you
Yeah.
need 4 man to
Yeah,
talk about the one decision? Or
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they should make me one of them, man, there and get paid on them levels there.
Come on.
But what we were saying is actually before we move on, we was actually saying actually expressing how difficult the job to be a referee is
It's a difficult job.
There's no
because
doubt. This the pressure.
the
Pressure. You got
pressure,
thousands of people staring at you. It's hard.
the rules of interpretation, like we was using. I mentioned the Martinelli goal that we scored against that was disallowed against Man United. And the reason why it didn't stand is because they deemed that he was too close to change direction. But what is too close? There isn't a set distance. Do you know what I mean? There isn't like, boy, if you're
That's
1
to be
meter away, it's too
specified.
close. You're 1.5 meter away, you're not too
But
close. And
they even
Touching
talk
distance,
about the
maybe.
how
Maybe touching.
powerful the ball was kicked and all of that stupidness. Like,
yeah,
What?
but this is it. It's like, how do you? What
Yeah.
does that? You see what I'm saying? How do you? And then it's saying what? So what? If it's kicked at 10 miles an hour, then it's okay. If it's 20 miles an hour, it's not okay. Like,
yeah,
there's no.
How can you tell what 20 miles an hour is that close?
But that's what I'm saying. How does a ref know these things? And that's why
You
actually
don't
it's
know.
so difficult. But I think the problem is that in hindsight, just to kind of wrap up, like if you're a ref and you've gone and you've seen a clip and someone's clipped in the box and you've given it, and in hindsight, man said, actually, do you know what? He's dragged his foot. He did this happen and this happened before,
Yeah.
right? Then next time you might not give it, and someone say, but why didn't you did it? You gave it that time. But what you're trying to do is correct what you did before, and now you're inconsistent.
Right.
So I
That's
believe
bad.
that.
Can I
Boy,
ask?
Yeah, VAR should be working
Can I
now.
ask, do we have any referees in on the panel right now? Do we have anyone? JR, have
nah,
you
man,
ever
being a referee.
Have you
Yeah, I'm
been
an
I
a ref?
have
armchair
like just
referee.
friendly matches, a friendly match, but me to go and get paid and be a ref, nah, bro. That's like
Why have you been a ref?
that's like a ticket inspector, bro.
yeah.
I don't want
I've
that,
ref a
bro.
couple of games,
Yeah.
Sunday league and that, but yeah, not
I don't want to be a ticket
not I'm serious.
inspector.
Would man even be a linesman? Do you think he could be a linesman?
A
Yeah,
Lino's
yeah, I
gone.
done Lino bare time.
Lino,
Lino's
yeah.
standard.
My thing is,
Lino's
yeah,
standard.
Yeah.
seeing
Don't
that
chat to me
ball
though.
when the
If
Brer
I make a
kicks it,
decision, yeah, don't chat to me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see man chase after the lino when the fucking bust his head, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. I was Lino one Sunday league game, bro. This guy was like 5 yards offside, bro. Man called him offside, and man's looking at, bro. How am I offside? He's over there,
Yeah.
bro. I'm standing. I can
Yeah.
see you.
I'm
I'm
standing across
standing
the
here.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like it's funny that we obviously watch football a lot, and
Yeah.
a man will be like, I never touched him, and you're watching it like, lad, you got
Lying.
him, lad. You got him.
Bro, it's when you see the replay straight away.
I just watched that. You
Lying.
know, in fact, you're lucky you didn't get a card for that, bro. You know what I mean? And now, obviously, in on the lower levels, you're watching it, and people fully don't get like they got him or whatever. But anyway, I digress. That's enough about referees. Let's move on to the next topic of discussion. Transfers and speculations. Now, what's interesting about this is that every single team represented in this group. Oh,
What did man just say?
Mad thing.
He
But
was
yeah, there's a lot of transfer speculations going along at the moment.
Mm,
And all of our teams are involved.
definitely.
I think he was trying to go towards.
Yeah. So Tiny, with speculations at the moment, who is it that you would like to see as a transfer at Man United? Or who would you like to see go?
I'm all about. I've been saying it for the last 3 seasons. Getting rid of players. Like we can't just keep buying players and expecting everything to just be great again. You get me?
Okay.
So
Who
personally, um,
You got any? You can
But
name a shoe.
all of them, Rashford,
Anyone? No.
um,
No.
Xerxes, bruv, I said
Let's
Anana
see. Got
before
you
he
to win the
even
game
landed,
against
bro.
Arsenal, bro. What are you talking about?
Bro, man can have a couple of good games, bro. But on the whole, like he's not a rubbish goalkeeper, isn't like
Nah, he's
nothing
good.
like that, innit? But
He makes some wild
bro,
decisions.
and I don't all of them
No.
extra wild decisions for me, it's long, bro.
Mm.
Um, Rashford can go. The inconsistency,
Rashford.
like
Okay.
who else?
Mm.
Well, just get rid of it. Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro.
nah.
Sounds like a lot of
Bro,
players,
all of
man.
them. Dallo, bro, all of them. I don't
Hello.
care if bro, all of them.
Dallo.
Yeah,
Luke
Dallas.
Shaw, bro, I'm done. I've seen enough of these man, bro. Like I
Who
know
would you
what they
keep?
do.
Yeah. Who you keeping? Apart from Bruno, because
Hoyland,
we know you like Bruno.
Hoyland can stay. Mainly,
Yeah.
um,
Garnacho. Or is
Bruno's
he
got to
cutting?
go.
Garnacho,
Nah, nah.
Garnacho, definitely.
Ghana.
Ahmad,
Sounds like food.
Ahmad,
Ahmad, yeah,
and
he's a
yeah,
bag. He's good.
and the rest of them can go, bro. I don't. Yeah.
What about your defenders? What
Yeah.
about your defenders?
Oh,
You got some.
sorry. Delit, and Martinez can stay. The rest of them can
What?
go,
Not
bro.
Harry Maguire.
What about Euro?
What?
Euro
For
6.
what?
You just
Maguire's
got
just
him.
Maguire's just a normal like he does
What?
he does the basics very well, innit? I'll give
He's
him
been
you
one of
get
your
me.
best players recently.
Yeah, he has.
Yes, he
He's been
has.
top.
He
He's
has.
been top.
But
But
do you know
I'm
what?
telling you, bro,
But you know what?
tired, bro.
The funny thing about this, though, right? And I've had this conversation this weekend with Man United fan, is that we always end up having this same conversation. Ah, he needs to go, but he's been your best player for this period of time. Yeah, but he needs to go. Why
He
do we
was their
keep
best
saying he's
player
been?
last
Bro,
season for a
do you
big
know
period
why?
of time.
Do you see what I'm
Do you know
saying?
why? Do you know why he's our best player? Because
Yeah,
everyone
he's
is
defending.
dead. How
The
you?
same players you want to keep.
What?
The same
Who?
players you want to keep. You're
Who
not
do I want
saying
to keep? They're all
you said
kids. All
Martinez.
of
You
the
want to
players
keep
I
Martinez.
mentioned are kids.
You said you wanted to keep
Mainly,
Martinez, right? But Maguire's
huh?
been performing better than Martinez
He has.
defensively.
He has. No, but hasn't he played more games?
Bro, Martinez has been injured, bro.
Consistently.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
every season we have the same conversation that Maguire
Yeah.
needs to go, but he's still one of your
Bro,
most
all of
consistent
them
players,
need to
and he
go,
saves
bro. I
you
don't.
all the time. All the
If you
time.
believe that, listen. If that's your opinion on Maguire, fine. Personally, he's got to go, bro.
Okay.
I'm done with it.
And
I
then, all
told
right. So
you
if
that.
he goes, who
This
would you
is
like? Who would you like to
this is
come in?
this is bro. I need us to steady the ship
Pause.
first. Let the youths them play, bro. I don't like you lot are the problem with everyone in Man United at the moment is everyone's
Mm.
looking at this instant turnover, bro. We're not gonna get rid of everyone and the next season buy a whole team and bust it up and we're back to
How long has it
great
been
Man
starting
United.
from? Because I've been hearing you say this for a long while now. So when did this turnover
Have we got
process
rid of
start?
bro? We haven't got rid of anyone. That's the problem. It's
Yeah,
only 10
they've
that
got
got rid of a few man last season, bro.
Wait.
I've been
So
saying
10,
get rid of players for years, for the last 3 years, bro.
so 10, but 10 was there for two seasons, right? And he didn't get rid of anyone. Is that what you're saying?
Only last season he started getting rid of players, bro. And the problem with 10 is he brought in bullshit as well, bro.
He did.
Anthony and these jokers, bro. Do you get
Yeah,
me?
We
He had
he
to get
added to
rid
the
of all of
five.
these players, bro.
remember the
Do you get
helicopter.
me? So all of this thing that everyone's thinking that Man United's gonna be, oh, what? Get rid of players and buy who? Buy for what, bro? To do the same bullshit again, bro? We need to steady the ship, get the
With
team
the
back in
youngsters.
order, and then fucking like then build on that.
Tired of
But
these
bro, we
fucking
ain't got
let's not
nothing to build
swearing.
on, bro.
Ah,
It's dead. It's dead. Get rid of them all, bro.
yeah.
Start
Yeah.
again. Default. Let's start again, bro.
All right, Kai. What you saying about speculations and all of that and transfers?
Uh, my team's letting me down right now, man. um,
What do you mean?
we recall the main thing was the defender thing because obviously Fofana's looking like he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So we recalled Chalaba today. So once from being exiled and saying, yeah, you're not good enough and you ain't gonna play, he's probably now gonna come back in and start, which is mad to me. I don't know how that's happened.
But
And
he's
he
not
skipped
shit.
all the
He's all
bread.
right.
But he never was. I don't know how we got to that.
Relative.
I have no idea how we got to that.
Yeah, I thought he
I
was
have
alright.
no idea how we got to that conclusion.
Well, I've
But
said this
he's been
about
playing
Chelsea.
well. He's been playing well at Crystal Palace. Now we've recalled him, and he's gonna
Yeah.
jump the line ahead of all the guys that we kicked him out for. So that what was the point? I'm just
Yeah, but
happy it
So
was a
is
loan,
have
and
you
we didn't
guys
have
got
to buy
no
him back.
centre backs at all for why he would jump the line? Surely you
Tell
got
you, I'll tell you, our centre backs here. These men are so bad that this 18-year-old Josh Achempong has jumped all of them.
yeah,
Because you got Desassi, you
yeah.
got Badia Shill, who's time anyway, but he has been having a shocker. Then you got Levi
Sassy was
Colwell,
alright for a while
and
though, no?
Levi Roots.
nah, he can stay wherever he is over there. He needs to go back to Monaco or something. But yeah, that's really it. And then obviously Josh Achimhong came from the academy, and that was more of a last minute thing because
Yeah.
of the depth that we had in the area was all gone. Um, and then we have Renato. Like he's been more left back, but apparently he can play there. But I have no idea where that guy plays because he
You're
doesn't
getting
play.
rid of him as
So
well.
yeah, we're getting Jay. Apparently he's getting Dortmund. So mad thing. Good on him
You
though.
don't
He
bought
came
him.
in.
You don't bought him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on at the moment, but
Erratic.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess that we're selling him for more than we got him for. So that's how it works.
That's
Isn't it? That's
his
how the game
hustle, his
works. Because if
business
he's not
thing.
gonna start,
Flipping.
and now a big favor because now he's a Portuguese international, and now he's getting moved to
Oh,
teams
first
like
team, innit?
Borussia Dortmund. So that wasn't happening before Chelsea. So we've done him. We've just given him like a little name to put on the CV, and now man's getting big.
Oh, get out of here. You didn't do this for his benefit. Get out
What
of
do you
here.
mean? How?
They're not.
No, we've done it for
I'm trying to
other
help
the
my man
money.
out, you know. I pick him up. I will be a reference. I'm
No,
gonna be a reference to them man there, yeah.
no,
Like he's good,
no. I never said I never said we wanted to
That's
help
a
him.
boost
I
on the
said that we
TV and
did.
that.
We helped
We
him. We
looked
did
after
whether
him.
we
We looked
wanted to or
after
not.
him.
All right,
Yeah,
so
no,
Kai,
he's good.
You get
He's good.
so Kai, if
come
there
on.
was anybody that you wanted to actually come into Chelsea, who would you choose? Or is there any word on speculation of players that are actually going to be coming in, or who would you like to see coming into
Who would
Chelsea?
I like to see?
You.
Down for the big man,
You.
Gyökeres. That's it.
Okay.
I don't care about nothing else
Okay.
because
Trying to teeth
he's a
tiny
problem.
transfer. Mad thing.
Nah. Tiny can stay with Xerxes and them man
Nah,
because
do you
them
know
man are
what,
sick.
bro?
Man said Xerxes.
I don't want another 10, bro. If my man starts doing this buy up sporting for the Premier League, bro, I will not be
It looks
happy,
like he
bro.
might do that. As long as
I
you
don't
don't
want to
take
see none of that,
Gyökeres,
bro.
yeah. And I don't think Gyökeres will go United. I think he'll go
Yeah,
somewhere else. I think he
you say that, but if Ten had bought Timber and Kudus, you'd be in a
Oh,
different position.
that's the
So
maddest
it's
thing.
not it's not
That's
the
the
team, it's the
maddest
players.
You
thing.
think?
Do you
I
know
don't
where
think
it
If
he'll
is?
you
be in a different
That
yeah,
position.
if you'd have got Kudus and you'd have got
Timber would have been
Timber,
injured for a
different.
season,
yeah, but remember,
and
Timber got
No,
injured.
but he only got injured because of us. Like it's not. It's like anything could have happened if he
bro, did
played
you
for you.
not see his injury, bro? His injury wasn't nothing like he got into some mad challenge or nothing like that, bro.
Yeah, but that could happen to anyone. Absolutely
Yeah,
anyone.
and it happened to Timber. If we got him, it would have been the same scenario. But
Yeah,
Not
I don't
necessarily.
think
Not
with one less
necessarily
player.
because
With one less
he'd have
player.
played on a he'd have played as a right back instead of a left back, and he wouldn't have got that injury.
bro, he would, bro. Who was on the left? Because Luke Shaw was injured.
Yeah. So you might as well put
they
him
ain't
in.
got a left back now.
He
They
bought
still got Dalot out
Malasia.
there.
He bought Malasia. Remember, he bought Malasia for the left, right?
And he was
He
injured.
bought
You know what?
Martinez for centre back, and he bought Tim. And then he would have bought. He had Dallo for right back, so he just left him there.
Bro, we would have had
So
another injured player, bro. We
No, that's why.
Mm,
no,
That's why Ten Hag is an idiot because he had the facilities. He just picked the wrong ones. man's trying to
You know
turn
when you
the
got
Nah,
smooth
he tried to
driver,
be
but he
fair, they
needs a
tried to
flat.
he tried to get Timber,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to Arsenal. But bro, why are you buying Ajax, bro? Ajax, the
he's the
league is
They
not.
manager.
don't got
That
money.
makes
Yeah, so
sense.
he's familiar.
That makes
He's
sense.
familiar.
Get what you
If I
know,
know this
man.
brother won me the
Anyway,
champions,
nah. Hold on. How's this way? How we spun this back to United? We don't want to talk about their rubbish anyway. I want your caress. That's what I want.
Huh? Are you not
Okay,
doing well
so
still? Yeah.
I ain't happy with Nicholas. I can't lie.
Did you win
He's
your last
annoying.
game,
I
Chelsea?
don't know. No,
you're
we
not
did
happy
not.
with
We
him.
drew 2-2.
So would you be happy if he goes?
No,
Nicholas
I don't want to
Jackson is
sell him.
currently a
He can
pack
just
of
be.
gold.
He can be on the bench. Conference league. That's
Told
him.
you, look,
That's
man.
good.
Jackson's a shooter, man. He might let him
He
shoot,
scores
bro.
No,
loads of
he's not though. But he's not though. That's the problem. He's not though. He's
How
not.
many
Nah,
goals
but
did he score last season?
Like 15.
Okay,
that's
that's
what
all
I'm
right.
How
saying,
many?
That's all
bro.
right
How
for the
many?
Premier
How
League.
many goals? How many goals he missed last season? 35.
Doesn't matter how many missed.
30.
Well,
No,
he
no,
has
it
but
does. It does
opportunities.
matter. It does
He's getting
matter.
opportunities.
No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that because he's not. No. The guy is a
He's got about a
decent
quarter of
player,
his
but
opportunities.
he's.
That's all right.
Mm.
Oh,
All right,
no, no,
cool.
no, no, no. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Well, you said that's who you wanted anyway, so calm. So, all right,
Yeah.
Renz, at Arsenal, who would you like to see come in to Arsenal, or a position, or
he's that.
Isak, definitely bad man. Chalice.
Do you
He's
think
Yeah.
that Arsenal
a
will
praying
spend Isak
mantis.
money?
Nah, we're not going to. We're not going to get him. I said you asked me who would I like.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
you
no.
know what?
I'm just
Everybody
asking. Do
wants
you think
Isak,
they will
bro.
spend that kind of money
Yeah,
on a
Who,
definitely need a
striker?
who do I
striker.
think will get? If I'm being honest, being honest, I think
Yeah,
we'll get a loan, right? At least. And we're not going to buy anyone significant. I don't
Are you
think so.
talking? Are you talking, Jan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jan, definitely. Like
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening. We have been linked with players, but they all like the problem we have right now is the players that we need to take us to the next level are expensive, or even if they're free, their salary is mad, right? So it means that actually we are not too sure whether to make that move because actually in the summer we get people like Sesko. I don't know if we'll get Nico Williams. We'll probably get some next random, winger that's promising or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But it means we have like freedom to buy them. But right now, I know they're reluctant to spend any money. And the only way that's gonna happen is if we make some sales in it. And at the moment, the only two people that I'm aware we're gonna make a sale is Zinchenko and Tierney. And between them both, Zinchenko is likely to be an option with a loan with an obligation to buy to Borussia
Yeah.
Dortmund. And Tierney, I don't think we're getting more than 10 mil for him because it's Celtic. So that's not any money for us. It does take off Zinchenko's wages,
Big time.
but when it comes to actually buying players, I just don't see it happening. I
What
don't
is
see it
No
happening.
one don't want to go and play.
Sorry, I was asking
Why?
Renz actually. Renz, was there anybody else that you wanted to come into Arsenal? Apologies. Yeah. Renz. Hello?
He's falling asleep. No, he's frozen.
Ah, is it frozen or is it?
Let it go. Let it go.
Okay, sorry. I'll go back to I'll pretend I didn't ask. Sorry. So JR. So
Yeah.
No, his eyes
no,
moved.
he's
He's not
awake, bro.
frozen.
His eyes just moved. Look, his eyes moved.
No, man, his eyes
Can he hear
move.
us?
This is funny.
He's
I'm
watching the
trying to do
game.
my best stuff to see.
Nah, it
Yeah,
can't be.
he's
It can't
moved
be.
his eyes. Look.
Eyes move. His eyes
No.
move.
He just
Nah.
can't hear us then.
Why can't he hear us? He can't see us now.
Yeah, but his eyes are moving, bro. Look,
Yeah.
I never even said one name. The conversation just went whoosh.
Yeah, just
Yeah, we was like, is he stop
Yeah,
moving?
No,
And
but
as I
Tim
was
was
saying, we
talking
need
to
a
you.
striker.
They
I'm
on
not
the
really.
phone.
Isak would be ideal.
Yeah,
I said, Isak, can you hear me?
yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear
yeah.
you. Can you hear us?
Who's falling asleep?
Bro, the delay is
Ah!
crazy. The delay is crazy. Oh my
Delay.
What's
God.
crazy?
That delay is mad.
There was no delay, bro.
Man
He
Only
was
got,
and
speaking
everybody,
again.
and
man
everybody
got
Can you
else
not
hear
hear
us
me?
at the right time.
I've
for your
never
box.
seen this.
Oh my days.
I've never seen this before. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
That had me up. That is
He must
legendary.
be.
We
He
got
must be
edit that one.
baffled.
He said it so late. He said it so late. It was
What
like
are you
about.
talking about?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
No, the delay is crazy. Yeah, he's got. He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
come. That was bad.
I've never
Bro,
done that
when you
before.
watch
That's
this back,
funny.
yeah,
That
there
was
was
the lag
no
of the
delay,
century.
bro. There was
That was
no
the lag
delay.
of
He
the
just wasn't
century.
speaking
No, but
Time.
how did he know that? I said, who's
because he
sleeping?
was just not speaking. He was there.
He said it about 3 minutes later.
Exactly.
No,
He
he
said it at
was
half
not. He
time.
was just. He
Hey,
was just not speaking. That's it.
we were live on Sky Sports. We were live, and my man was on a.
He's on a
Bro,
stream. Man
He's
had
back. He's
different
back. He's back. He's
commentary.
back. He's back.
He was
He's
hearing
back.
goal, 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 goal.
Wow. Wow.
Ah,
Can you hear us now,
nah.
bro?
Hey,
There was
Yeah,
a
oh
2 minute
my
can you hear me?
lag.
days.
When
That
you
was so
answered,
weird.
it was about 2 minutes after what we said. So that's why we started busting up. Because it was like, you guys, who's sleeping? Ah! I was like, no way.
Because you know what? Man was sitting so still. I was like, bro,
Yeah, it looked like he
like
was.
is he falling asleep? And man was saying, yo, Renz, Renz. And he weren't saying nothing. And it was watching the screen, and then you started moving your eyes, and you started moving. So, oh, he's
Yeah.
awake, he's awake.
That's crazy.
That's mad.
All right, cool. All right, sorry. So you were saying about the Isak would be ideal, and then
Yeah. Isak would be ideal, but I'm not even gonna get into finances because. But yes, Sesko or that sporting strike. Anyone to tell you the honest to God truth. I'm not gonna lie. I was all in for Havertz, but I see light now. Not that Havertz ain't good. Not that Havertz ain't good.
bro, my
Havertz
man
ain't
headed
good.
the ball with his shoulder. Like that was the one that was gonna make the that situation spicy. I can't believe he
Nah,
missed it.
man.
Mm.
Big
Yeah.
up
You know what?
Havertz,
The thing
man.
is,
Real.
It all
if
happened in slow motion, innit?
if your
look at the trophy,
if
guys.
your gal knows about football, and then she
Yeah.
asks you, do you miss me? Just send her a picture of Havertz,
Ah,
and then
you know them ones. Miss you a long time.
Man, you can make all the jokes you want, you get me? But respectively,
Yeah.
everyone's got one of them man there at their team. Man was
They
just
do.
talking about Nicholas Jackson. Man was just talking about Rashford and
Scoring
Zexi.
though.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? The only person that really can't really identify is Trimmer. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Nunes,
It's
No,
because
he
he's got a
can, he
bad
can, he
attitude.
can, he
Nunes.
can, he can. Darwin Nunes.
Nunes.
Nunez, are you mad? Yeah, man.
He's the only one that
Nunes.
you can sell for 70 mil.
Can you tell me a time that this season where he's messed up?
Say that
Speak to
again.
the
Darwin.
Liverpool man because I
He's
hear
been
them man
holding.
complaining all the
He's been holding
time.
a lot of bench this season, though.
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
But he still played and he scored. I'm saying, can you tell me a time where he's been doing that this season?
Been on the bench a lot. That's what I'm saying.
He's on the bench.
He scored though, and he scored though. He's been on the bench, yeah,
Havertz
but
has
he
as well,
scored.
though.
Jota's been on the bench. Jota scored though. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm
Havertz has as
saying?
well, though.
Like so.
Yeah,
Pardon
but
me?
the difference between Nunes is like they're not even
That's what.
they're not even
That's my
reaching for
original
Nunes.
point.
Hey, Ren's your audio. I don't know why I'm missing when Ren's saying stuff. I'm not hearing it, guys.
They're not even reaching.
That's why everybody's got a man in the team that's doing that. So you saying
Yeah.
Havertz, you're just repeating what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I reckon that Zubimendi guy would be good because I feel that Partey step, man. He's been good, but I feel that like a little refresh is required in that midfield, and I'm tired of getting new right backs. I think that we should get rid of Tomiyasu,
Yeah,
rid of Jesus,
yeah.
Zinchenko, Tierney. I don't necessarily feel that we need a left back, but I feel that we could do with a backup right back.
Fair.
And I'm not sure who, but I'm just saying for the players that are going
Don't you,
out, because I'd like to.
don't you have fullbacks? You
Yeah, we
got
do have
like
fullbacks. I'm looking for a right back specifically, not just a utility man.
where's what's it? Ben White? Where's he gone?
Yeah.
He's injured.
Oh shit! That must be a.
Oh,
He's been out for weeks.
you got Ben White and Timber is obviously more right back than he is.
Your
You man
audio's
got
going
players,
funny as well,
man.
guys.
So, and definitely, like ultimately, I think we need that. We need some wingers, man. If Saka's going to be out for the remainder of the season, I don't win it. On his current form, I do understand that this is the first start in a little while, and he does need to get back up to speed and whatnot. But I didn't see him beat a man today. I think his passing's been poor. Fan of Sterling too, but yeah, we need some wingers, man. Some direct wingers, people that are not afraid to shoot. Yeah, I wouldn't mind
What
that.
do you think of
What is his name?
Mourinho?
Nico Williams.
Yeah, nice. A good man.
He's all right. He's all right. I think
He needs some
he's
time,
not
didn't
been
he?
amazing. He's not really been stand out, but I think that
No.
he's done what he needs to do.
Do you think that Arsenal will
No,
get
He's got a good
a
presence.
striker in Jan?
Say that
I
again,
don't know.
Tiny.
No, I'm saying, do
what's
you
more
think
important, left
that they'll
wing
go for one
or
in
striker?
January?
I don't know.
Yeah, none of us know. I'm just asking what you
Left
think.
wing or
You
striker?
said, do I think Arsenal will get a striker in January?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, I said I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought they would have got a striker at the beginning of the season or something, but so I don't know.
They need
Them to
one,
get
and
a striker in January. That's something I can answer is in yes, but I don't know if they will.
doesn't know if it's actually gonna happen. I think if I was, I think the reason why he hasn't done it,
What?
I think the reason why Arteta hasn't done it is because he doesn't. After listening to everyone tell him to make that decision, and then him doing it and getting it wrong, I think he thinks that's gonna be like the thing that's gonna be the nail in the coffin. Do you think
No,
there's
the reason why I was saying that is
yeah?
because I don't think Arteta's interested in a striker. I
Why
think he
though?
has.
Why isn't it?
I
I
think.
think you're
I
right.
think he has. I think he has his strikers, as in Havertz and Jesus, and he's content with them.
That's the
Jesus is
madness.
That's
out for
what I
9
think.
months.
The
Bro, he
reason,
done his ACL.
but remember last season,
Yeah.
when Jesus got injured around, I think it was just before Christmas time or something again,
Oh yeah.
and we was talking the same talk, and he didn't go and buy a striker. The season ended.
If you get
Everyone said that
if
he
you get
needed a striker.
months, it depends at the time, isn't it? Like if your striker gets out injured for a month and he's due back in a month, and you think, yeah, maybe I'm not even defending him. I'm just throwing out suggestions that maybe
Yeah.
do something and the injury gets delayed. That's another thing than for it to be he's out for 9 months. Not saying I know whether he's going to buy a striker or not, but we're very, very short up front right now. If Saka's going to be out injured for season as well.
Hold on a minute.
But
So what?
he might
One
just get
second.
someone short term then,
Sorry,
because
Tiny. 1 second.
uh,
Is Saka? Didn't he? Sorry, he didn't play today.
Saka's injured.
Saka's injured.
Injured.
Sorry, I never saw the game, so I thought I heard in the chat that someone said that he was injured, but he started. It must have been someone else. Must have been someone else you're speaking about. But so, do you have an idea of how long he may be out for?
Yeah, I said that he might be out for the remainder of the season.
That bad? His injury's that bad? My God.
He won't be though, because that man got Superman stuff over there, so he'll be
Oh,
playing soon.
the injection.
Yeah,
Superman injection. That is
but
if Saka is if that is accurate, they need to buy someone because he's too valuable to that team.
Yeah,
Need to
but what I'm saying is, if
sorry,
these
Dan.
players are injured and they're his long-term guys,
Yeah,
if he gets anyone, it's gonna be short-term, innit? So it's
yeah.
not gonna be
A lot
none
of
of the
the big
Isak or any
names.
big name that you're expecting. Do you get me?
no.
Like, I
What's the
think,
point of having an academy? Sorry, Tony.
and yeah, that's what he'll probably do, knowing the Arsenal kind of way
Yeah, but
anyway.
that was their thing. That was their problem because my man got injured as well. The young boy, Ethan
Oh,
too.
Nanineri or whatever.
Yeah,
The you
yeah,
that
he got
scored the
injured
other
as
day,
well.
innit?
That's what they
Nanieri.
tried to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
so
when the next
they
week goes up. You know them ones because that's how Rashford even ended up being at United. Well, playing for the first team at United.
Yeah, because
All
of
the all the strikers
yeah,
got
yeah,
injured, bro.
injuries. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lukaku got injured. There was even a next youth called Williams that was before Rashford. He got injured, and then Rashford got his chance.
came through. Got it, yeah, and
And then he
came through.
So
scored against Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then City. It's all right. It was a nice little start, but I personally, that's just my thoughts on the Arteta Arsenal striker thing. As much as we can all clearly see that you lot need a shooter in your team, not necessarily has to be the number 9 centre forward, but
yeah.
you need that 20 plus goals a striker player, that one player that's
But
gonna do it.
Oh my days. All right, all right.
that's a
I
unicorn now.
got, I got.
You gone? You got what?
Can you hear me though? Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, can Renz hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Would you take Dan Chriswood?
Right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not?
Same. What
I need
bad
a
man?
goal
When is
scorer.
the bad man? Same. I'll
but
definitely.
you know what?
Same.
As much as he's a bad man there, it will be like another. What's that? You that Man United bought, bro? The tall Dutch brother.
Ah, Rico.
Records,
Rico.
Bro,
records.
you lot don't play to his strength,
Yeah.
No, you
and
Yeah.
that's
do.
the
They
problem.
cross the ball.
Bro, did you not see? Did you not see them? Maybe they do the corners, yeah, but in general, they don't do. They don't play to my man's strengths, blood.
What is his strengths?
Huh?
What is his strength?
Aerial, aerial, a lot of crossing and all of that kind of stuff, and
Nah, Arsenal cross the ball more than any team I've ever seen. They do that same cut
corners.
in cross thing. They do it a million times a game.
Mm.
And if
It's usually Saka, but now he's injured. Odegaard's doing it.
no,
They just cut
I'm
in
talking
from the
about
right
Chris
hand
Wood's
side.
strengths.
What are Chris Wood's
Oh
strengths?
yeah,
He's like a target man, innit?
He's a target man. They don't. Yeah, they don't really play that football.
Today against Liverpool.
yeah, but that's what they
Huh?
need.
No,
Did
but
you
I'm
see his
just
goal
saying
against
they don't.
Liverpool?
Did
Yeah, yeah.
Arsenal
His
do
goal
cross.
against
You said
Liverpool
headers
was
and
sick.
stuff. Arsenal do. What was man saying just before? Missed the header. Would Chris Wood have missed the header? No. So
no.
No,
I'm just asking you. I'm just trying to break down what you're saying
Yeah.
because a minute
No,
ago
I'm just
Arsenal was
saying. I
doing
think it
crosses
will.
and man was missing, but then Arsenal don't play to his strengths, which is headers. Players missing headers, and his goal against Liverpool was
was on the floor.
on the floor, bro. He beat the keeper. He got
Straight
nice ball from
through.
Elanga,
No,
and
I'm not.
then
I'm not saying. I'm
beat
not
the
saying
keeper.
Chris Wood. I'm
So
not saying Chris Wood. I'm just saying I think it will be like when Man United got the
The
Dutch
recourse.
striker.
Yeah, they didn't use it because
Workhorse.
they don't play with a target
Yeah.
man.
no,
So
but what I'm trying to
I
say
understand what you're
is
saying.
I get what you're saying. They don't play to the strengths. I don't know if that was really well thought out, as in that we really do put a lot of crosses in, and he can be a main striker, as in he can receive those through balls and he could still play. Like, I think he would. Anyway, that's just me personally as an Arsenal supporter.
He's
Maybe you
used to
don't
he's used
watch
to
them as
playing
intently as
with
I
his
do.
back to the goal, innit? So
Yeah.
you guys don't have a player. You guys don't have a player like that. So I think that's what Tiny was kind of alluding to. But at the same time, for
Yeah,
everything,
No,
because
yeah,
in my opinion,
it's
I
all
think that's
opinions
something that
anyway,
we're
bro. He
missing.
doesn't play for
yeah,
Arsenal,
you are
so
missing, but you'd have to change how you lot play.
I don't think they'd have to change anything. I don't think they have to change
nah, I
anything.
think
Opinion. I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah.
it's alright.
Yeah,
Moving on.
yeah. I'm with you got
Moving on.
Cool. All right. So let's look at predictions for Cup and League. Who do we think? Let's go for the Cup because that'll be quick. Who do we think is gonna win the Carabao Cup? Because there's only 4 teams in
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Mm.
it. I've got a feeling. I think we've. Yeah, Tiny, do you agree?
Yeah.
I think that they've
Yeah.
shown because if they play against Spurs, they'll butt up Spurs. I'm pretty sure.
What, you lot say you saying Arsenal done out?
I
I
think
saying
that
that.
at the moment, I think two. Yeah, I think the two. I think two's. Two. They played at the Emirates, did they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back to St James's Park. I can't see.
You don't think you can get two goal win over them at their yard?
No, but then that
Has
doesn't.
to be free. Has to be
Arsenal win
more.
the cup. Like, go on,
And
answer
they
again.
will score. Isak not scoring again. So you're
So
saying
by me saying
Arsenal
I
have to
feel that
score 3
Newcastle will
goals.
win the cup.
This is a setup.
Me
Trying to
saying-
set us up. It's a setup.
No, it's not. It's not a setup. Like, it's a simple
Okay.
question. Like, and I answered it, and I answer it again
Yeah.
and again and again. If I say Newcastle, that means that I'm saying that they'll qualify against Arsenal
Yeah.
and they will beat whoever they're
Next.
thing in the final. So I
Yeah.
don't really
No, I
understand
was just
what is
surprised.
so
I was
hard
just
about that
surprised,
to
didn't it?
understand.
Yeah.
I was just
Oh,
surprised, didn't it?
Surprised at what? Oh, you said Newcastle. Said Newcastle.
Yeah, I think Newcastle.
Oh, I
could
can't
win.
be surprised.
I think they could. I think the Newcastle could definitely do it. Right. Okay. So that was quite simple. And also for the FA Cup, what do you think for the FA Cup? There's too many rounds left to even try and break it down. Really, isn't it?
United already won it the other day, in my opinion. I tell you, I thought the competition was done.
Yeah.
It's alright, man. We just on to the next round.
Yeah, so it's way more games to go. So, all right, cool. And what about the league, gentlemen? What about the Premier League? What are we saying? Who do you think is going to win the league?
Nottingham Forest.
Cairo?
Liverpool.
Fair.
Man United.
Wow! Yeah, he does.
Nah, I think I don't think Forest is gonna continue that form to the end of the season.
They're not strong enough. I don't think they're strong enough. Because even just playing against, even the game when they played against Liverpool, they were very heavy against them. And there's other teams, we didn't even play good. And there's other teams that are going to play good first. And Forest are going to drop points. I think, personally.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to drop points. But
but do you know what? I just hope City doesn't go on one of them crazy runs from now to the end of the season, bro.
I think they're too far back. I don't think it matters.
I don't think they are, you know. If they win every single game,
they're gonna drop more points too.
Nah, but remember,
they're not.
City. I'm not saying now, innit, because we've seen them. The fear factor's kind of gone with a few teams now with them, innit. But
that's why
they are that team that can turn over the majority of the teams in the Prem standardly.
It
It's
can.
not happening. No one
I
don't
think
I'm not
care
saying
about
I'm
them
not
no
saying
more.
it's will, innit?
oh,
I'm with you. I hope that it don't. But they are that
No,
team,
no,
innit?
it's not. It's not. It's not. Even yesterday, Brentford were 2-0. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna come back and win and got a point. They're gonna drop more points. I don't even think Pep cares. He's doing a mad
not
thing,
this season. I think he's
scratching up his
reserved
head
for the
and
fact
that.
that it's done. That
Pep's going
someone
through
else. I
some.
think Pep thinks that someone else, he definitely cares because his ego is a nutter. So yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely does care. But at the same time,
Bro, no
he's
one wants to lose.
but at the
He
same
don't
time,
believe it though.
yeah, he doesn't. He's
Remember,
like I said, he's
he
lazy.
don't. Uh,
But
but
regardless,
before when he was behind with Arsenal, he was like, "Yeah, we can catch them," and then they did. He don't believe that they're not gonna drop no more points and win.
do we
I
know?
don't know.
What do we know? What the next? So we can look at the teams. I'm not going to keep it too long, but for example, Google.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us? So I'm just looking, yeah, and the next. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard you say you
Yep,
can
yep.
look. Yeah.
Okay. One second, I need to go back. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to look at see what the next few games are. I think. Going back, going back. Okay, I'm trying to 4-0. Can't see. Do we know? Oh, okay, here we go. So we've got Liverpool, have got Brentford in the league. They've got Ipswich Town. They've got Bournemouth. They got Bournemouth, and then they've got Everton. That's the next 5 games. So that could potentially be quite a lot of points.
Yeah.
I was just trying. What about Man United? Well, have a look.
Southampton next.
Okay, and then who else? Do you know? Do you know your next 5? And then I'll ask Kai, and then I'll ask Brent.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yep. Oh,
We got Southampton, and then we've got Brighton.
yep.
Rangers in Europa.
Yep.
Then Fulham. Then FCSB. He's at Fenerbahce or something in Europa.
Oh wow. I'm just looking at Chelsea's now. Laptop's just doing whatever it wants, which is quite frustrating. Okay. Oh dear.
Arsenal's got Aston Villa,
Yeah.
Dynamo Zagreb, Wolves, Girona,
Yeah.
and then Man City.
Lord God. I think Arsenal's got a hard lineup coming up over the next few games. Still.
Yeah, it's not that easy still, but whoa. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, this gets a bit tricky. Newcastle,
Yeah.
West Ham, Forest, Man United, Chelsea, Fulham. Yeah. Yeah, the end of the season for Arsenal is going to be a madness as well. Arsenal, Newcastle, and Southampton is the last game.
At the end. Okay. So you guys have got Villa, you got in the league, you got Villa, you got Wolves, you got City, you got Leicester,
West Ham.
West Ham. Yeah.
Liverpool's got a nice run right now.
We got a sick run right now. Crazy. We got
Brentford,
The hardest
Ipswich,
one. The hardest
Bournemouth.
one was Forest.
To be fair, Bournemouth away
Bournemouth.
is a difficult game.
Okay.
They lost their strikers though. That's
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Oh, what? Injured?
both of them. Two of them.
Yeah, them two's been doing well this season.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they lost.
Oh well. Okay. Cool. Where we at? So we've done all of that. Chelsea, done Arsenal. Alright. To the banners.
What was the Arsenal score today, Rams? They win.
2-1.
2-1 Arsenal.
Good. Good shout. So what is that? What? So how many points is that now for Liverpool? Is it? Let's have a look at it.
What's that table?
Yeah. What's the table? What's the difference in points? Is it?
Liverpool have 47, Arsenal
Yeah.
have 43,
Woo!
but Liverpool's got a game in hand.
Yeah.
And
Fair
Nottingham
enough.
Forest got only 41 points. And then behind them, fourth place, Newcastle 38 and Chelsea with 37.
Yeah. Good. Good, gents. Cool. All right. Well, do we have any winners and losers?
Yep, always.
Cool. Get it.
Boy,
Okay.
well, I'll go first. Arsenal's my losers
Why?
because of the period of time. They lost to Newcastle, then they lost to Man United. Yeah, that was disappointing. But they're the winners as well. You get me? Twice in 1 week. Well, over a period of time, innit? And the winners because they beat Spurs today after conceding first. So I choose Arsenal for both.
I like that. That's the first time we've had that, isn't it? First time we've had the same
Yeah.
winners and losers. All right. Tiny?
My winners are Man United because grinded out a few results
Yeah.
last few games.
What results were they? What results
Huh?
were they? What
What
results were
results?
they?
We knocked
Yeah.
out Arsenal from the cup
Yeah.
and we drew with Liverpool.
Wow, that really shows the level of Man United now. So you had
The
two
level of Man
draws.
United. One was a win.
Yeah. What if you bet on the
A win and a
bookies,
draw.
you would have lost. But
Huh?
a penalty win, yeah, you did. The result was a draw of the game,
No, the
like
result was a
the
win.
actual football game.
You see when you look
Penalties
at
was a win.
no, but you see when you look at who went through, someone has to win, innit?
Yeah.
True, and
So
at the same time, if you went to the bookies and you put on a bet on, it would have been a draw. You would have lost.
no,
You
it
wouldn't have
depends. It
won
depends
as
how
a
you.
win.
What
It
bet?
depends how you do it, but I get you.
Okay, but what I stated was maybe what you didn't hear what I said. I said if you bet on a win, that's
Okay,
what
but
that's what I said.
you can bet on qualifying as well.
Okay, but I just said, but my point was if you bet on a, I'm trying to say, so betting on qualifying without winning is a draw, right?
But I wasn't betting anyway. I was just talking
I'm
about the
just
game.
asking you. It's a question. I'm just asking you. Is that a straightforward question? No, is it not a draw?
I said, yeah, you can bet on a win and you can bet
Right,
on
you do. You guys
qualifying
are
as well.
through. You guys are through. I'm just saying that's absolutely fine. So your winners are for two draws.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm just getting an
No,
understanding.
it's for one win and one draw. Because to qualify, you have to win.
Yeah. Let's go through.
Okay.
Kyra,
Yeah.
what was you Kyra, who's your winner?
And my losers are Arsenal.
See how Tiny just took the mic away.
No, you tried to take the mic from me. Like I wasn't finished. It's winners and losers, blood. No.
I forgot. My bad. It's my.
My losers are Arsenal because yeah, they won today, but I didn't see the game, so didn't know how it went. And their last few performances.
Okay, fair. All right. Are
Over
you
to
done?
Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm out.
It's mad though because Man United's had worse last few performances than Arsenal. Mad.
Was it worse? But we got results.
Yeah, you did. So did we. All won.
Not the ones that I saw.
That's fine. I'm just saying statistically, if you went
I can
on
only
Google or
go
whatever,
on what
and
I've
you
seen,
checked out
innit?
the form, okay,
I can
but
only go on what
you
I've
can go
seen.
on
And
what
the
you
last
know
two
as
games that
well.
I
Just a
saw,
minute ago, you asked me just a minute ago what was the Arsenal score, right? So do you think I'm lying to you
no, but I
when
said
I
what
said
I've
the
seen.
score?
I said
Okay, so you can't go on
took
what you
away
know.
from I
It's just a
took away
straightforward
today's
question. Can you
performance.
go on from what you know?
No, but what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
no,
I
okay.
said in my
I understand from what you've
can I
seen. I
answer?
get it. I get it.
Can I
You
answer?
did. I heard you.
I,
You said from what you've seen. I heard you.
yeah, that's what I said in what I was. Why I said winners and losers, because I had already picked my winners and losers before we started podding today, and the game was on while we
Okay.
was podding.
And I'm just
Does
saying
that
that
make
Arsenal
sense?
have a better form than Man United from what you said. So I said that's why I said it's strange because Arsenal still have a better form than Man United
In the last few games,
in the last 5 games.
bar today's game.
In the last 2 games.
Before
Yeah,
today's
yeah.
game, what was your last two
I'm
results
not
before
going on that
today?
little thing. I don't know.
What was your
I
last
don't know.
two
I
results
can't
before
remember.
today?
Did you hear me answer?
Huh?
The audio's gone. Hello.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Cairo.
why. When you check out them results, innit?
yeah.
Cairo, what you saying, bro? Winners and losers, please.
Losers will go to Arsenal Football Club
Okay.
Boom.
because they
That.
they went out of well, they're not even out, but no one believes that they can beat Newcastle. So interesting. But yeah, so they're out of the FA Cup and they could be out of the Carabao Cup, and it doesn't look like they're gonna win the league. So they might end with no silverware again. So they might have to look in.
But after saying that, they could beat Newcastle and they could win the
Yeah, they
league.
could.
That would be a sheg.
But if you
That
lose 2-0 at home in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup,
yeah.
it's always going to be difficult. You know what I mean? So that's
Right.
why and they lost to 10 men, United, which
Oh,
wasn't good either.
oh,
Was that
thanks for
wait?
that.
Was that also at the Emirates? Yeah, that was at the
The
Emirates too.
last time we put Chelsea was second, right?
Yeah.
Ross.
Man's got evidence.
Black.
Hey, I'm just saying it's mad, yeah? 5 games, they
Yeah.
drew 3 and lost 2. Martin.
Yeah.
But Chelsea are.
And my losers are still Arsenal. So that don't change.
No. That's fine. It's
Nothing.
fine. It's fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you know why as well? Because you will be ending the season with nothing again. It don't matter how close you get nothing. And so
What
you
in the
might as
season with?
well have gone all out.
Will you end
Yeah,
the
of course.
season with any trophy?
I hope so. But we have more of a chance than you right now. So we are still in the FA Cup and you are not. And we ain't gonna win the Premier League and you are not. So we got more of a chance than you. And we could wait, hold on. We're in the Conference League. We might get something. You can't chat
Yeah.
to me about no trophy. Can't chat to me about no trophy, boy. Come on now.
Now, if
But
you
yeah.
don't win that Conference League, do you know how much of a
Uh,
shambles that would be for Chelsea?
Yeah.
yeah, and you know what else is a shambles? You ain't won the Europa no nothing.
The same thing. The
So
same thing as the last pod, but you guys were second, and from the last pod to now, you've won no games in the
Where
Premier
was
League.
Arsenal?
None.
Where
Arsenal
was
second.
Arsenal?
Arsenal weren't second. I don't know where the fourth.
Arsenal do second a lot though, innit?
Bridesmaids.
Okay, what do Man United do?
Is anybody gonna let me say my stuff?
At the second half of the table, they're at 15th right now. That's what I can see. Manchester United, 15th.
Is it 50?
I know, man.
I just want you to sink in.
We're 15th in the league and 3 in the FA Cup.
And if you're FA Cup's one game, but this shows Man United's form over 20 games. You've won 6 games
Yeah.
out of 20.
That's all right. It
See,
happens
you've won
sometimes.
6. You've won 6.
It happens sometimes.
Can I ask you, in your lifetime, to Man United,
Pardon?
in your lifetime, when was the last time that you was 15th after 20 games?
85.
I've never seen it in my lifetime.
You have.
Just like you've
I'm
never
saying because you
seen
said it had.
Arsenal and Leicester in
I just
Champions
wanted to know
League,
if you
but it's all right.
could back up. But, so just like what?
I've
Just
never
like what,
seen my
sorry?
team do this bad, but you've never seen your team do as good as mine has, so I'm all right with that.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Fair.
that's fair enough.
fair.
But we're talking about the current. That's absolutely fine because do you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Because before the other day, I never see Liverpool win the league, and they've got the most leagues alongside Man United. So that happens 100%. But what we can say at current time now is never seen your team be this bad, and in history, you can't even recall your team being this bad.
Yeah,
So I think you should really
never.
focus on the slump. Newcastle, do you know who was a good team, like with a great history? Nottingham Forest. They're a team with a great history. And when you rise, you can fall. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And this fall is terrible. 6 wins. So you being happy about qualifying for the first round in the FA Cup via penalties, for me, as somebody that's seeing you and see how you behave in the past about your team being so great and so forth, I think it's something that should be quite concerning.
Do you know why it's not concerning?
I
actually
have to. 1 second. I'm going to actually just let you enjoy your triumph because clearly from this league here, what I can read here, 20 games, 6 wins. Wins are extremely important. So do you know? I'm going to congratulate you on your win in the FA Cup to come by. So credit where credit is due, and I'm going to big you up and Man United because you've won that game. How many have you won Have you won 10 games this season? Has Man United won 10 games this season in all?
Guys, check in.
I'm sure you just said 6, but I don't know why you would ask a question that you know the answer to.
Premier League, and then I just asked no, because you don't listen. Again, I said in total all competitions have Man United won. When you brought it back to the Premier League.
You didn't say all competitions when you said this bit.
I did say all competitions. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying
catch
it
that
now.
bit.
All right. Okay. So have they won? It's a straightforward question.
Cairo, do you know?
Yeah. My winners are Nottingham Forest because I think they had a great game against Liverpool. And they were actually quite disappointed not to get the win when I saw the interviews and stuff. It was actually disappointing not to get it. So I think credit to them. And obviously they look like they're in the title race and everything. So good on them.
Yeah, well done. Okay, I would like to say for my winners. Oh wow. For my winners, I'd like to say Forest because they are second. It's just not easy. The manager's done fantastic. If you look
second, sorry, what did you say? Trimmer.
Third, to be third. Apologies. And so thank you for correcting me. But yeah. So they've
happy about being second, boy.
Yeah. So
are you happy being in 5th? Are you happy in winning no games? Pretty straightforward question.
Are you happy with no Champions League?
I know. Can you ask me the question? Can you answer first? That's fine. I'm not happy with that. I can answer. Can you answer?
All right. How about this? Playoff season, and now we're 5th. So it's progress. We've done all right.
All right then. Great.
But yeah,
where's your progress?
Can I finish, please? Gentlemen, can you let me land? I'd like to say Forest are the winners, my winners, and for my losers, I'd like to say who are my losers? My losers are. I'd have to say Arsenal. I think Arsenal are my losers.
Unanimous. We got all 4 losers for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah, but
So yeah, that's it, man. But gentlemen, I don't know what happened to JR. I hope he's all right. I hope he's because man just disappeared, missed all the fun. But
Literally.
yeah. But we will be back same time, same place. Don't know if it'll be for this long, but yeah, all good. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Big up Tiny. Big up Ren.
Bless up.
Pyro.
Grown men having grown conversations. Might sound like we're arguing sometimes, but it's all vibes and love. You get me?
Vibes and love. And big up Full Time Network. Please like and subscribe and share the pod so that we can grow this. And thank you very much, peeps. Big up yourself. And we are out.
Goodbye, double bass, guitar.
And stream.